OpenSight Hampshire provides a whole range of services to help people who live with a visual impairment, irrespective of their age, degree of visual impairment, whether they're registered or not, or how long they've lived with their sight loss. Many sight loss conditions are age-related. But in saying that, there's many younger visually impaired and blind people as well across the county. What we'd like to do as part of the OpenSight Hampshire 5-year strategy is to reach out to more visually impaired people who perhaps aren't aware of the fantastic services that are available either from OpenSight Hampshire or the statutory services provided by Hampshire County Council and other sight loss agencies.
We can help with benefits, grants, equipment, gadgets, family support and much more.
OpenSight Hampshire, celebrating 100 years of making a difference.
Thank you so much for your help and support with our daughter's application for Disability Living Allowance. We really appreciate your guidance and for the regular newsletters and updates from OpenSight.
Family Service has continued to provide support to our many families in many ways across Hampshire during COVID-19, been in regular contact with the specialist teacher advisory teams from Hampshire and Portsmouth and have received referrals from them. This has been fantastic and demonstrates successfully how different services and agencies can work together during these difficult times.
Our early years support group for families with visually impaired children aged 0 to 4 years meet every month in Portsmouth.
Our family services continue to help families apply for benefits and grants, making a difference to their children's lives, being able to apply for specialist play equipment, laptops and iPads, enabling them to learn independently, increasing their individual mental health and well-being.
Thank you so much. Willow absolutely loves it and can play with her brothers. We are so appreciative and it's so lovely to see her smile.
Yeah, we've just come to Itchen Valley Country Park. We haven't been here before, but both the kids love it. And Scarlett, my daughter, she's deaf and blind. And some of the bushcraft stuff we were doing, she had the biggest smile on her face. And then she got on the hammock, and I haven't seen her smile like that in ages. It was so wonderful. It was so lovely to see. We've missed our little smiley girl. Thank you very much.
Visually impaired working age groups across Hampshire. Here's visually impaired and blind group members talk about why they like coming to our groups.
I was born with glaucoma and aniridia, and I like to come to the group to socialise with other visually impaired people, and I like to come to see what technology things are going on.
I was born with partial aniridia, which affects the iris of the eye, and it's a thinning iris of the iris of the eye, and I have a nystagmus, which is a wobbling eye really. I love coming to this group. There's obviously the social aspect, which is important, making new friends, but we just exchange hints and tips about dealing with visually impaired, living as visually impaired people, and also from Zoe, all the sort of tips about technology, using phones and things like that. It's very practical, and we meet each other outside the group as well.
Happy 100th birthday, OpenSight!
We run 22 social groups all across Hampshire, run by dedicated teams of willing, enthusiastic and experienced volunteers.
It makes all the difference in the world, and that is what you need. And it's very salutary to realise that you're not the one and only person.
We bring the information and equipment days around the county so that local folk who have a vision impairment and their friends and family are able to come along to have a look at and try the latest forms of technology and developments to help them to overcome the everyday challenges that their sight loss presents. Our next Information and Equipment Day will be held at Winchester Discovery Centre on Wednesday the 16th of March 2022. We have drop-in information hubs each month in the following locations: Fareham, Fordingbridge, Havant, Lymington, Petersfield, Portsmouth, Totton and Winchester.
Since lockdown began, we have adapted many of our services so we can continue to be there when it matters for anyone living with a visual impairment or experiencing low vision.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're all okay. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. My name is Pam Bateman. I'm from OpenSight Hampshire. In normal times, and hopefully we're kind of getting back to a bit more normal times, we would have what we call across the county our sight loss equipment and information days. Unfortunately, obviously for the last year, for obvious reasons, we've not been able to hold those days. As you're not able to come to us, we brought Ben to you. Ben is from Optelec.
We have been busy hosting regular Zoom meetups, quizzes, tech demos and smartphone tips and tricks.
I think OpenSight have done a great job at adapting their working age group service during the pandemic. It was absolutely vital before for everybody to meet up and to share ideas and talk about any issues we've had. During the lockdown and during the period afterwards, it's been even more important for people to stay connected and to combat isolation. The Zoom meetings have done just that.
Well, this is it. It's as if we're actually seeing each other and sitting, inside like a meet-up, rather, and as we can't do that, these Zooms are really good for us. I think it is. I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's as if I'm actually sitting by you in our meet-up.
No, when you just think something positive is going to happen, it all falls apart again. Or do you think, oh no, I can't? Yeah. I must admit, I have found it a very difficult read. And I think if it wasn't for the group, I would have given up on it.
Absolutely,
Another great baking exclusive session with Penny Melville Brown, hosted by OpenSight Hampshire.
When I started this today, I had a clean apron.
It looks clear to us, Penny. Our baking sessions take place every second Monday of the month via Zoom. Our baking sessions are for anyone who is visually impaired or blind who would like to come along and learn new ideas and share their tips and interact with other visually impaired people.
Oh wow, that's massive!
It's like a massive cookie.
Look, if I put it, you can't see my head.
Hi, it's Penny Melville Brown with Alan, my sous chef and wonderful husband, saying happy celebrations to OpenSight on 100 years of doing a sterling and outstanding job helping visually impaired people in Hampshire.
We continue to offer online support, services and events. Angie and Ella running the London Marathon 2021 in London, raising money for OpenSight Hampshire.
I'm Ella. I'm Angie. And we're raising a glass to OpenSight Centenary in 2022. Cheers!
OpenSight Hampshire's up-and-coming events. Thank you to This Girl Can and Sports England for awarding OpenSight Hampshire with a grant for our project, This VI Girl Can. This VI Girl Can offers great opportunities for visually impaired women to get active and feeling good. All our sessions are accessible for visually impaired and blind people. The current sessions running are self-defense classes and body conditioning sessions. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our centenary.